Welcome to the deep dive. Okay, let's unpack this. Today we're looking at something that really blew up online, a digital firestorm, you could call it. It left a lot of people feeling genuinely shocked, really unsettled, and questioning quite a bit about marine life shows. At the center of it all was this video, really disturbing footage that just went everywhere. You probably saw it or at least heard the story. It seemed to show this young marine trainer, named supposedly Jessica, performing with her orca, called Blue Shadow. Looked totally routine at first, but then just suddenly it takes this horrific turn. The orca, Blue Shadow, supposedly attacks Jessica, grabs her, pulls her underwater, and kills her in seconds. And the most shocking detail, that her body was, well, split in two. Felt incredibly real, visceral.
Oh, absolutely. And that feeling of reality, that shock, that's what propelled it. It went global. You saw it everywhere, right?
Yeah.
TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Just dominating feeds. People were understandably stunned, sad. And it sparked this huge conversation, you know? Questioning the whole idea of these marine park shows, their safety, the ethics. So our mission here in this deep dive is to get past that initial viral shock and uncover what really happened, or what didn't happen, behind what looked like this massive marine disaster.
Right, so that's the nightmare scenario that hooked millions. Horrified them, really.
Right.
The kind of thing you don't easily forget.
Yeah.
But what if that scene, that incredibly vivid, terrifying moment, was basically smoke and mirrors, a ghost in the machine? Here's where it gets really interesting, and maybe, I think, even more disturbing in a way.
Yeah, this is the crucial part. That entire video. Every single second. It's a complete fabrication. 100% fake, a lie. The incident people saw, it never, ever happened. And we can get specific. Sources confirm there's no marine trainer named Jessica Radcliffe anywhere. She doesn't exist. And there's no Pacific Blue Marine Park either. That place also doesn't exist.
So the trainer, the park. The absolute core elements of the story. Just thin air. It's kind of mind-boggling, isn't it, how real these things can seem? So if none of that was real, how did this video look so utterly convincing and spread so fast globally?
Well, that gets right to the heart of it, doesn't it? It points to the power of current technology. The whole thing, the killer whale, which looked incredibly real, the character Jessica, all the sound effects, the water splashing, everything, it was all generated by artificial intelligence, AI, from scratch.
Generated, not just edited, but created.
Exactly. We're talking generative AI. Models that can create visuals, audio, that are almost indistinguishable from reality. It wasn't just, some clever video editing trick. This AI learned from tons of real footage. It understood physics, animal movement, human expressions, and it built this seamless, terrifying illusion. It played on our trust in what we see and hear.
Okay, wow. So an AI just cooks up this entire horrific event and it fools millions worldwide. So what does this all mean? What's driving something like that to go viral so quickly, especially something so dark?
Right, the source material gives us some insight there. It suggests it's not just morbid curiosity, though maybe that's part of it. It's more like a feedback loop. Algorithms on social media platforms, they're designed to boost engagement, right? And highly emotional content, especially shocking stuff, gets a lot of engagement. So there's this audience, this demand almost for sensational, sensitive content. And that acts like fuel for creators, especially now with AI making creation easier. That's what leads to this lightning speed virality. It taps into algorithms and, frankly, parts of our psychology.
And that demand creates an incentive, even for fake stuff. But beyond just fooling people, which is bad enough, there are other consequences, right? These hoaxes, they can have a real impact on, well, the animals themselves.
Yeah.
Casting a really unfair shadow.
Exactly, and that's a critical point. Let's talk about the actual animals, the orcas. Killer whales are, in fact, incredibly intelligent, highly social creatures, complex lives, and here's the key fact, the one that this fake video completely ignores. Orcas do not attack humans in the wild. It just doesn't happen. So these AI fakes, they're essentially defaming these animals, painting them as these monstrously dangerous killers, which is completely misleading when you look at their natural behavior.
That really goes against the grain of the fear factor, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Why do you think that misconception that they are dangerous to humans is so strong?
Well, fear sells, partly, and movies haven't always helped. But mostly, I think, it's because seeing is believing. When AI can generate something so visceral, so real-looking like that attack, it can override facts for a lot of people. It feels true even if it isn't.
Yeah, it bypasses the logical part of the brain, maybe.
Yeah.
Hits you right in the gut.
Precisely. And it's totally counter to the reality you see in many places. I mean, killer whales are featured in shows in various countries. People watch them, interact with them, even feed them under supervision.
People enjoy seeing them, learning about them in those controlled settings. Without these kinds of horrific, and in this case fabricated incidents, these AI fakes just, they undermine all of that. They spread unnecessary fear. And that really leads us to the takeaway here. This whole thing is defect. It's shown us more than just a hoax. It's like a startling preview of what we're facing with information. AI making something so convincing, so horrifying, and spreading it instantly changes things. Puts a new weight on us, doesn't it? People consuming information. So, the question we leave you with is this. In a world where the most shocking story you see might be completely made up by AI, spread globally in seconds, what's our responsibility now? How do we figure out what's real when deception can be this sophisticated? How do we navigate a world where seeing or hearing isn't always believing anymore?